Hi, this is Scarlett Roger, and welcome to Lighthouse Financial Foreclosure Document Examiners Teach a Man to Fish webinars series. And in this series, we are going through and just kind of educating you on all that we've got on foreclosure prevention. And today's webinar is going to be, we're going to actually do a couple of them today. I'm going to break them up, but I'm introducing you to a golden nugget here, and it's called the Home Affordable Modification Program for Trusted Advisors and Servicers. This is the great part. Anybody can come here. Yeah, I was introduced to this way back when with NeighborWorks and been using this site forever, and then I realized that actually anybody can log in here. And I would suggest this is going to be a great resource for you if you would like to apply for modification, if you are having trouble with your modification and you need to get it through and you need to escalate your loan. So just get to know this website. We're going to show you where their guidelines. I'm going to direct you to where you can find their guidelines and you can read their guidelines, so that to help empower you when you are advocating for yourself for your mortgage. So this is the Home Affordable Modification Program, hmpadmin.com. hmpadmin.com. This is the home page. Let's just start here. March of 2009, Obama administration published detailed programs and guidelines for Making Home Affordable, and this is when Making Home Affordable was rolled out. And I was actually knee deep into this at this point. I had tons of clients, and before Obama made the announcement February 17th, I believe, I was up in Atlanta and at a NeighborWorks convention, and we all heard the plan. We thought it was amazing. Everybody was so excited because we would know what we could get people. What we didn't realize was how good we actually had it before that. Because before that, you didn't have to submit real documentation. You could just submit an application, throw it against the wall, and hope it sticks. More stuck than didn't stick, and they would get a modification and call it a day. When this thing rolled out. So he announces that in February all banks stopped giving modifications. They put them on hold while they would find out more information about HAMP, and then while they would train their employees. It wasn't until July of 2009 that they actually started reviewing them for HAMP. So I had clients that had applied in November and were being reviewed in February, put on hold, and did not even take a look at until July, and were served foreclosure papers in August, and did not get offered the HAMP until November, by the time they'd already moved out of the home, and ultimately foreclosed on, not even in the proper standing. It just was a mess. It became the Wild Wild West shooting match. It was a mess getting it through the system, and I think that was what ended up becoming the worst problems as the result of all the foreclosures that took place. Now at this point, you're going to be able to see that they've gotten their hands slapped so many times from the government, so many lawsuits. I think now is the time. And now's the time. If you want to get a modification, you're probably going to be able to get it. I can't speak 100%, but I know that everybody knows their jobs, everybody knows what they're supposed to be looking for, and you're going to be able to get them through. So what is Making Home Affordable? You have the Home Affordable Modification Program. The Home Affordable Modification Program, I would click in here, and it's the Making Home Affordable Handbook, and this is going to be your new best friend. Making Home Affordable Handbook, this is version 4.3, so you're going to want to open this up and print this out. It's good as of September 16, 2013. So if you see here, 1213, this is a new directive. So you're going to want to also print this out. This would be 9 of 2013. This may be the addition, information. So you want to go through and just make sure that you've got all the updates, and print this out. It is, how many pages does it go down to? 229 pages. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to tell you, print it out, you get a highlighter, and you just go here and you just start at the beginning. Okay, servicer, the agreement, how it's supposed to be solicited. If this is what you're trying to get, these are the requirements. So let's go to page 39 just for example. If they tell you, you know, when you're talking to them and they're saying we need this, this, and this document, and it's not listed on there that's what they need, then, you know, you can just take this highlighted page, throw it in the fax, and send it on over to them and say, nope, I'm sorry, but according to your guidelines, this is what you need. So you'll go through here and see which documents it is that they need. And just get yourself familiar. This is going to be your new best friend. Okay? Let's look and see where did they communicate with you in the proper way. These are going to tell you what they should have done. Request for mortgage assistance. What the forms are. Read this section. Very important. Okay, verification of income. This is how they determine their income. Go through this, okay? This is going to be incredibly important to you. I would say right here, chapter 5 is going to be what you want to learn first. It goes over the waterfalls. It goes over the counseling they're supposed to. It goes over everything you need to know. Chapter 6 is the underwriting, how they're going to underwrite it. Chapter 7, go through the NPV. See if you know, if your loan goes within the NPV. Go through this. Make this your best friend. It is under the HAMP program. When you go to About, you go here, you can click right here. That's where you're going to find it. Okay, and then we have the Making Home Affordable Unemployment Program. Again, you can get the guidelines to here, but this can give you some more information. You know, I'll go over the overview with you real quick. What the Making Home Affordable Unemployment Program is: supplemental program to the Home Affordable Modification Program, which provides assistance to unemployed borrowers. The unemployment program grants qualified unemployed borrowers a forbearance for which reduces or suspends their payment. Is it effective for servicers on July 10th? However, they may begin to offer it earlier. How that someone might be eligible for an unemployment program would be if it's a first loan. It was originated before January 2009 and it was secured by 1 to 4 single family home unit. If it had not been previously modified for HAMP, the borrower is unemployed at the date of the request for the unemployment program and is able to document that they will receive the benefits for during the period of the forbearance plan. Servicers have discretion whether or not they require the borrower to have received unemployment benefits for up to 3 months before the commencement begins. It's a 3-month unemployment forbearance. However, it can be extended with the investor and guidelines. So, you know what this is for? This is a short-term Band-Aid. Okay, this is not a full-blown fix. And if you've lost your job and you can, apply for this and get this, that's awesome. And it may not be your solution and it may not be the cure, but I'm going to tell you, they didn't have these when I went through my divorce and I lost my home. People are very lucky that they do have these programs, and I think people have kind of lost sight of that. In the past, you lose your job, you put your house up for sale. You figure it out. These things are brand new. This wasn't around more than 5 years ago. So more than 5 years ago, people still did lose their jobs. Our economy has definitely improved since when this was originally created, and the fact that it's still around today is awesome. So just kind of want to keep that in mind, and just kind of make sure that you keep your compass where it needs to be, and just not lose sight of those things. There's a second lien modification program. You want to click there and learn about that if you're struggling with your second mortgage. HAFA. I'll click on this and just kind of go through this with you. Again, this is where you can get the guidelines. You can get the 4.3 Making Home Affordable Handbook. This gives you all kinds of information on it, and this is where you can get your, this is basically like for a short sale or a deed in lieu, the Making HAFA Home Affordable Foreclosure Alternative. So it could be a short sale or a deed in lieu to avoid foreclosure. If that's what you're looking at, and if you realize that, there is no way that I'm going to be able to keep this house up, even if at the 31%, I can't afford that payment, or there's no way to get to the 31%, you really need to start looking at this as your option and start working towards this. And the sooner you can get this behind you and you can start, fresh, the sooner that you're going to be returned back to your sanity and peacefulness, and having some sort of financial serenity would be, make life much better for you and for the family. So this is our about page. This again goes through our, the different programs that we kind of went through. So you can go through and learn about each different program. You just would click right here. Here's the Learning Center. We have service for the servicers and for the trusted advisors. I'm going to show you now where to go so you can schedule yourself right here at Training Events, and you can schedule yourself for some of the training that is getting ready to go on. All About Short Sales webinar. This is going to be in Atlanta. You can do the webinar, though. You can register for it right here. It's going to be February 21st. Or you can go to the Cobb Center where they're getting ready to do a big Making Home Affordable. Those things are awesome if you find one in your area. Coming soon. What do we have coming soon? Check mynp.com. Learn about this free online tool. We're going to copy that. Go here. Click here. We're gonna do that a little bit later. So they're going to have some webinars coming up. HAMP A to Z for trusted advisors. Trusted advisors are really like nonprofit organizations and attorneys. I've been logging into these forever. Well, what's awesome is you can log in yourself. Short sale workshops and webinars. Okay, so this is where you would go to do that. They have training on demand. So here's where they actually have webinars that you can just download and watch now. Case escalations for trusted advisors. Check my NPV. I'm going to download these, and in the next webinar you can watch these yourself from here. So after this one, the next webinar is going to be checkmynpv.com, what that's all about. And then we're also going to do the case escalation for trusted advisors. And I'm going to have that up on our website, so that way you can just go right there and watch. But you can also go here to get there. Here's information on case escalation. If you want to go here, this is if you've applied for a modification and they've just dragging their feet and asking for documents after documents, and they're not doing with what according to what that Making Home Affordable 4.3 package says. This is where you would take it. The hmpadmin.com, go to the escalation and it'll walk you through. So let's see any announcements that have been made. 2014, they've got surveys. 2013, you know, if you want to go through here, you know, to be your best advocate, I would, you know, go through these resources as much as possible. Industry resources. Let's click here under resources. Let's see what we have. Stay engaged. Online tools. Use interactive tools. Visit dedicated sites. Review MHA stats. Let's check that out. Housing scorecard. This will tell you pretty much how that they've been, you know, doing and how many houses have gotten. If you like statistics and you like numbers, look it up. Interactive MHA eligibility tool. Great site. Okay, so you want to find out if you might be eligible. Here you go. Here's another great site. We're going to do a webinar on this site after. Perfect time to get here and save it, but you see it's right there. Loan lookup. You want to find out if your loan's Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac? Here's the site. We're going to do that in an upcoming webinar. So that's where we are right now, and what we are going to do next is I'm going to take you through, and we are going to go through in our learning center. Oh, one more second, sorry. Let's just click on the presentations. Here are some great reading tools if you'd like, just to learn about it. So here's the PowerPoint for the Making Home Affordable second lien position. So if you can't log on and you just want to learn some stuff, this is awesome. Okay, this will tell you loans that are not eligible. So is your loan eligible or is it not? This is kind of breaks it down to easier formatting. You can get that under Trusted Advisor, Learning Center, Presentations. Okay, and then here you go. Here's a presentation on HAFA. Here's the presentation for unemployment. These are the PowerPoint presentations that you actually see when you listen. Audio replay. You know, you need to go through here and watch every single one as it applies to you. This is your job. You need to be your advocate. This is your home. Okay. I have done this again for years and years, and I have found the people who have maintained ownership are the people who actually took an active role, that have not just tossed us $500 and stuck their head in the dirt. That has not really the results, the averages. Most people who have taken an active role have not gotten back in the situation again. So go in here, learn this. This is a great nugget. This is going to give you the tools that you need. We are going to, in our next lesson, like I said, we're going to go to checkmynpv.com. I'll see you on the other side. God bless.